It was one historic event. We welcome you as WWE presents Byron Saxton. This event was first reintroduced underneath the WWE Bean years.
Tom, you mentioned 19. I'm going to throw another number your way. 36. Third, add their name to the legacy of Starrcade here tonight.
The brainchild of the late.
Talk about great action. Talk about the love triangle. The turf in a last man standing match. And Tom, you know the rules.
You must. Tag team titles are on the line, and the rules of that matchup. But the first team to gain pinfall or submission wins the match. That means that
if I'm the Kabuki Warriors, I am extremely concerned about whether or not I'm leaving.
3, to say the least. He stepped toe-to-toe with Seth Rollins to get into AOP.
Kevin Owens, the recipient.
And one of the biggest, scratch that, the biggest world champion, two-time Hall of Famer, the Nature.
Oh, Tom, I saw the limousine out in the parking lot. I knew it could.
Byron's on the first 7 consecutive events. He competed at 9 title with the legend Smokin' Joe Frazier as the special guest.
And the list goes on, and yet there is not one man who is more synonymous.
Rick, thanks for being here with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm so honored. I am a huge fan of yours, Kevin, as I am. You all take they give us stuff to know that 36 years ago.
Can you hear me?
Now, okay. What I wanted to say was, but I followed the product, obviously. This is the WWE. So the Patriots are playing. Who cares? You came to see Star business in sports entertainment forever. I love what you did. Me and Roman Reigns brought it to my attention. But you, his family, the people belong, but we are a family. Unlike none other. Nobody back there that's going to be wrestling tonight was alive. Family. Look at my daughter. I want Kate ever. So you talk about the late Dusty Rhodes putting this great event together. Then you bring up Sting, this great event. And tonight, I'll guarantee you, the best wrestler alive. That's all I cared about. Tonight, they want to come out here and show you.
To prove they're the best, but that's because of your legacy. Moments. I keep hearing a certain noise coming from these people. Service, if we didn't give them the chance to hear you do. In fact, let's get a countdown going and make sure everybody does it.
Let me do it like this. This is for thank you all you legendary stars that aren't with us anymore. Get flying! Get stealing! Wheeling with it, man!
All right, we're gonna do it all together. If I'm doing it with you, they're all doing it. 2, 3.
Woo! With a party. It's Gallows and Anderson of the OC.
Hold on a second. But, yeah. What we should be talking about and celebrate, Big LG Luke Gallows, me. Yes, we are. I love when you talk like that.
You guys won that tournament that made you proclaim yourselves the best tag team in the world.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of things we could.
55 minutes. I talked to the OC highlights. The whole rest of the show. Maybe without further ado.
Wait, let me clue you in on something. First of all, you want to talk about the Botch Club, so basically you want to watch your. Why don't we show footage of your little buddy, AJ Styles, losing the. I think it's a great idea.
The OC highlights.
Here tonight in Atlanta, Georgia. Kevin Owens. How about we handle these two gentlemen? Think about that.
I think that's a great idea.
So I guess this is happening.
Yeah, I guess so. You better get your popcorn. Tag team action.
Two teams extremely familiar with each other. Gallows and Anderson.
Having a lot of dealings. They've been backing up Humberto Carrillo, Profits, and Gallows and Anderson. And Gallows and Anderson in October at Crown Jewel, but still a lot has happened since. I believe that was the person to start things off here against Montez Ford. This is fitting because the braun. And I don't think they ever did anything quite like that. And then profiling with the Nature Boy in the Street Profits corner. Like his Buckeyes beat the brakes off for the Wolverines yesterday. Cover and
Ball, wrestling, and track.
You've known Dawkins for a long time. He starts to compete in tribute to Starrcade.
Well, listen, Dawkins has history.
There's a cover, hook to the leg on Anderson, and a kick out.
I was kids one day that I competed at Starrcade.
Oh, what a drop kick out.
He's got to regroup here, try to figure out a new strategy. I am Jeff.
Oh,
That is just sick agility
to back it all up. Now Anderson trying to back off Gallows.
This is where the complexion of the match changes. Came to wrong, didn't show a lot of respect. Felt like they're
Forward. Anderson provided the distraction, and Gallows took it. Gallows and Anderson mighty proud of their handiwork. The distraction again. The official had his eye on Gallows inside the ring.
Champions, they've been around. They know all the shortcuts.
Out there to Ford.
Fun and games.
Starrcade here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. In fact,
all the shortcuts.
Gallows.
Fun and games are over in this match.
Atlanta, Georgia area. In fact, Starrcade took place at the old
You just always feel a special energy whenever you just come to Atlanta, whether it's a relation to just how much history we've seen in this town.
And now trying to bully one half of the Street Profits down to the
Athletic ability of Ford in the process.
Ford trying to reach out and make it to his corner. Needs to tag out here. And Anderson chops out the leg.
How quickly. Flair did it better.
Well, the or not tag made in comes Gallows. You cannot deny how experienced.
Going all the way back to their days in Japan. And
all three of them, 300 pounds just crashing down in the corner. This could be it. Raining down the elbow.
Questionable for Montez Ford. How much can he take? How much more punishment can...
Great support from Dawkins in the corner, trying to rally his buddy.
Right now, unfortunately, Nature Boy can do nothing but just
chip to Rey Mysterio. I'm very curious how AJ Styles is here at ringside here, Byron.
Might still be mourning his loss.
A whip to the OC corner, gets one of the big red stinkers into the fake right to the side of the face, and Gallows went down in a heap.
He has left to make the tag.
And now Ford trying to made Angelo Dawkins to meet Carl Anderson. A great drop kick by Ford.
Dawkins complete.
All business from Dawkins. OC in a bad way, and there's a bulldog. Buster. Cover by Anderson. Dawkins able to kick out. And tap it up Dawkins. Great double team maneuver by the OC.
That might be it. Great early flurry against Gallows and Anderson.
The killer, and there's Montez Ford to break it up, and a shot right to the third.
Ford just had a little bit left.
Anderson, tag made.
Montez Ford about to...
Shoulders down now on Anderson. The
Street Profits!
Well, that's how you wrap up
They impress me more and more and more. They got the smoke tonight.
Happy to stand up and perform here in front of the WWE Universe.
Wait for it, wait for it.
Take a look back here at this matchup. This, the closing moments, is Spinebuster. That nearly won the match for the OC, but the street play of
Incredible agility. Taking out Gallows on the outside.
by Dawkins, a Spinebuster to Anderson, tag made, and Ford gets on that splash.
Perfect form by...
Well, now, look at the party with the Nate.
Minute and a half.
And on a little bit more bling.
Watch it. Don't get Rick started now.
Ford been known as Starrcade.
What's up? How's it What are we doing in this again? Well, they better get ready to add a couple more zeros to my paycheck tonight. Yeah, well, let's champions. And tonight we're going to show the entire women's division why we run the whole. Did you like that? Did Snoop teach you that? He did. That's what I'm talking about.
Find out tomorrow night in Nashville. Seth Rollins ticked off plenty on Team Red. My question.
The following contest. Introducing first, Switch.
Well, Byron, it was earlier this week, excited about that, but I don't think she was terribly thrilled to be tagging with and Charlotte Flair, lukewarm at best. But if somehow these two can at SummerSlam where their friendship fell apart, and this year at WrestleMania, much bad blood.
City, Charlotte Flair.
Starrcade without a Flair.
Not at all. Can you imagine how
Women's champion in her own right has never captured the tag team titles. And Byron, the thing is, Flair could wind up facing Asuka Insane in this one-on-two.
Charlotte Flair wanted to settle the score with the Kabuki Warriors, but I do not think.
Well, to the point we were talking about a little bit earlier, Byron, is that while Flair and chaotic fatal four-way.
I mean, sometimes, chaos. Personally, I have my doubts.
And teaming up here tonight at Starrcade in pursuit.
Becky Lynch doesn't look too impressed. No surprise.
Reunited, and it feels so good, Byron. The Fox, Alexa Bliss coming to the aid of Nikki Cross.
Yeah, Bliss was away. Be side by side with her best friend again.
Oh, Byron, it's been a little Kabuki Warriors at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in October.
Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross have a genuine relationship and a real opportunity.
And making her way to the
WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Boss is here
on SmackDown.
And just like I said, for Hug Connection become two-time Women's Tag Team Champions tonight.
When you see the career trajectory of both Bayley and Sasha Banks, they know.
Well, Bayley and Banks saying earlier tonight, quote, they need a
missed the hugs, I missed the Bayley buddies, but listen, there's no question that Sasha
fans won them inside the Elimination Chamber this past.
champions, Kairi Sane and Asuka.
Stared down one half of the champions, Asuka. Byron, remember their match that has been victim for the green mist of Asuka, that stinking Pero trade by the Kabuki Warriors in Survivor Series in the women's 5-on-5, reigniting their old rivalry that went all the way to WrestleMania once upon it again.
Old rivalries don't die easily, and that's been the case with Asuka. Undefeated streak came to an end, courtesy of the Queen.
Nation match, and then the following night on Raw in Chicago, the player ended up on the wrong end of the winning column when it was Asuka who you mentioned that match at WrestleMania where Asuka's 900 and. So the WWE four-way matchup.
No, you do not have to be involved in the decision of this match to lose.
So here we go. Fatal four-way rules. Only two superstars can be in the. Remember, the Kabuki Warriors do not have to be involved in the decision. Start.
Pretty straightforward.
And and a tag was made. They tagged themselves in, and now Bayley's legal.
Completely
tag.
Aware of where you are at all times because you could be tagged in against your will.
Women's Championship this year, part of the group known as the Four. So there goes Bayley, has to come out, and now we've got Asuka and
between Asuka and Charlotte Flair.
Well, Charlotte Flair has said that these two, but there is not a lot of goodwill, so to speak.
Absolutely not.
Charlotte Flair, like her Hall of Fame father, styling and profiling. Now Flair trying to keep up with the pace of Asuka here. Oh, kick
play.
That's how quickly all those strike
out. Kairi Sane. Oh, one less person to worry about.
Takes away. Flair chops.
Lighten up the
chin. Asuka on the move, and now Charlotte Flair again. This is the
Charlotte Flair is owning the moment.
Oh, and now in comes Sasha Banks on Asuka.
Control, you have things going the way you want, and then you back into the wrong corner, and are you more
and Banks, but it's Asuka who puts the boss on her back. And now,
oh, wait a minute,
cover, and a kick out. Nikki Cross,
hill up. Oh!
Well, they're on the drop kick and in.
Looking forward to seeing if there's any ring rust.
Oh, man, went for the bulldog, and Nikki crossed tailbone first into the... Working very well together.
Bailey and
Cross had plenty of opportunities this summer. Oh, for the SmackDown Women's Champion.
this is going to be good.
Lynch, remember their encounter in the main event of Survivor Series, the triple threat.
There's a lot of frustration unleashed into this women's tag team title match.
Lynch, 200 on a tag was made. Oh, shot right to the face of Banks, thinking big, going to the top turnbuckle, and Banks knocked her off. Warriors do not have to be involved in a pinfall or submission to lose their
They can do to prevent losing the women's tag team championship.
Prove she's the champion in all of WWE.
Loved in the locker room. Always loved spending extra time with fans.
Well, you know who can? It's Sasha Banks.
Oh, of course.
Because Sasha Banks is the only friend. Oh, and a shot at the Queen. Out if she could be a tag option. Becky disoriented, trying to make it to her corner, so she tags in Alexa Bliss.
Charlotte's emotion.
You have to be put in some difficult situations. Sometimes you tag in another team.
Boss.
As Bailey and Bliss that are legal go into the fight. Kairi Sane for one moment.
The Kabuki Warriors can breathe.
There's the Kabuki Warriors. Oh, the hair being pulled. So the Kabuki Warriors, who won the title, try to get involved.
Think about the incredible accomplishment it would be.
Single leg Boston Crab as Alexa Bliss going to tap out to this submission. A smart job here by Bliss. She got herself to the bottom rope, but it was Banks who made the titles on Bliss and a kick out.
On conclusion that they were going to regain the women's tag team titles tonight.
They come in for the titles. Bailey nearly captured them for her team. Every possible women's championship. Wait a minute, we thought about a suplex and Bliss nearly caught her.
Appreciate it was hard. Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, and a kick right to the back. And Asuka talking trash to literally anybody in this match.
Oh! Drop toe hold. Asuka goes face first.
Lynch that tries to evade Kairi Sane. Asuka trying to prevent.
Desperately reaching for Becky Lynch. Asuka changes the course of plans.
Went for the spinning back fist. Oh, what a right by the five-time winner.
Firing up on the apron, looking for the tag.
Bliss needs to make a tap. Kick right to the jaw by Becky Lynch. Well, now look at Becky Lynch.
It could be moments away from seeing the return of Becky 2 belts.
Exploder, this time to the boss.
And how about Bailey? Becky Lynch fired up.
Oh, wait, Warriors.
Nice.
Thought about a cover, instead going to the... Oh, and Asuka breaks it up the hard way. Made, in comes Asuka. Becky Lynch legal as well.
Titles for now.
Tag made, in comes Asuka.
Becky Lynch reeling.
A 2-on-1 opportunity, however.
Crosses perched on the top rope. Now they do.
And Nikki, Twisted Sister, is feeling it. Oh, and the spinning neck breaker. Kick right to the face. In comes Alexa.
Here comes Becky.
And Becky Lynch is back into the fray. Asuka.
Now it's Kairi Sane in position.
But couldn't capitalize. Lynch rolled out.
That could come back to haunt the Kabuki. Tall.
Oh, now Becky, or rather, and Charlotte. Oh man, right into the middle turnbuckle. Oh, the Asuka lock.
Uh-oh. Cross trying to hold on.
Here are your winners by submission.
Byron, talk about a frantic pace in this match.
Survive, and I emphasize survive.
Kairi Sane and Asuka. We're going to walk out at this point in the match.
Becky Lynch was in her zone. Becky 2 belts.
Oh, Beck-sploders for everybody in sight. But still, watch this. Boom! Asuka
able up the top. Insane elbow.
Here, Charlotte certainly had a flair for the gold here tonight, but in the end, tomorrow so dangerous.
Asuka was fortunate to have Nikki Cross isolate, retain the Women's Tag Team Championship.
1-on-2 handicap match against Charlotte Flair. Chaos of their outrageously personal situation with Rusev.
wonder, could this be the final time we see Bobby?
Following contest is a last man standing match. That's your opponent till they can't stand till the referees count of 10. Introduce the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Bobby and Lana, they're out to put Rusev behind them after Lana's attempt this past.
All right, it's all right. It's for his kids. Okay? Come on, it's for the kids. Just fine. I'm going.
In Bobby Lashley's match that night on Raw, and Bobby Lashley, and he's laughing, he's smiling while he's doing it.
He's doing whatever he can to do the same to Bobby Lashley and Lana.
Starrcade, I have some good. The good news is that I am so hot, boyfriend. My hot boyfriend, Bobby. I feel so grateful. Hashtag grateful. Hashtag values me. Unlike my soon-to-be ex-husband, the woman in the world.
Rusev's never. While she's speaking.
Well, on that note, I'm going to tell you the bad news. Match. Have a monster like Rusev. I had to come to Georgia today and wonderful humans that we are, we will take.
Get over here and raise my hand.
Here's your winner of the last.
You've got to be kidding me. No last man standing match?
Days of miles. Hold on a second.
No, it ends. There's no way I can, in good conscience, let this happen. Lana and Bobby Lashley. Bobby, no one cares about the two of you.
Shut up, Kevin. Shut up.
I will
Ignore
not
him.
shut up. You know what, Lana? What do you want? You want Bobby to ignore me, like Lana has been ignoring that stupid Russian, or you can also ignore me like everyone has been.
Look, if you want to get the ass whooping that Rusev was going to, how about you come in and get that ass whooping that I was going to give Rusev?
Let's do it.
All right, let's fight. Yeah. Bobby Lashley thought he dodged him. Oh, here it comes.
Cannonball! He was ready for a fight. Now he's got it. Oh, went for the stunner. And oh, now Kevin Owens rolls out after Lashley.
Kevin Owens from the apron.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you. Oh, I've rolls Lashley back inside the ring, and now Kevin Owens. Oh, and Bob.
Goading Kevin Owens out there and taking advantage.
First into the post, and now Lashley can tee off on KO. Turns the favor to Owens.
I think I might just go sit in the crowd.
That's a great idea. Punishment being dealt out right now by Lashley. Match against Rusev, but thanks to another restraining order filed by this couple.
Absolutely ridiculous. Lana again playing her games, trying to prevent Kevin Owens, trying to make things right. And look at this, the ribs of Bobby Lashley taped up on
the right arm, also heavily bandaged after what Rusev did, mudding those injuries.
Lana didn't want to see her quote-unquote hot boyfriend.
Assuming control here against Kevin Owens, you know,
This new restraining order was filed.
Now Lashley, assuming Lana tweeted earlier this week she signed a multi-million-dollar deal with WWE. So
Lana and Lashley.
Oh, Byron, like, when is enough? I understand, you know, that
I've known Lana a long time. I've known Lana for the last 6 years.
Sorry about that.
Games, and we're seeing it come to fruition without any risk.
Face.
Right now, Lana just wants to embarrass her. I guess soon to be
66-pound Kevin Owens. Always trying to block here against.
Lana's not smiling now. Owens trying to muster up a little bit more strength.
Oh, now Owens. Oh, wait a minute. Caught face first.
Listen, despite the fact that Lashley's not obviously a night Raw, he came back the next week.
Which is astonishing again, just to try and get his hands on Lashley. But right now, you want to talk about toughness. Kevin came in and beat him down the conclusion of the main event. Whoa. Trying to prevent Lashley, lighting up the chest of Bobby Lashley. Every shot.
Knee might have been a little low.
And the official telling him to get it up. Now Lashley
win this match by countout if he can.
Oh, Byron, he got his hand raised for not even competing. And the official administering the 10. King on, count of 8.
Owens has got to hurry.
Count of 9. Kevin Owens. Lashley pounding away on Kevin Owens, the second he entered by Lashley. And now Lashley, maybe a little over.
Quick reaction, but
and right back up here against Kevin Owens. Oh, man.
Both these superstars perched on the second rope. Looking for a superplex. Owens trying to fight it.
It's senton to the injured ribs. Bullfrog splash. Cover.
If it were any other man, I would say he'd be done, but Bobby Lashley.
The Almighty One's still alive, but Kevin Owens for the stunner. Now Lashley able to counter. And Lana's rolled into the ring. The officials trying to deal with Lana. There if it weren't for Lana. The cover by Owens, thanks to Lana. Tries to take advantage off of Lana's distraction. And a
distraction from Lana backfired.
Lana taking this up. Lashley with the chair in hand. Whoa. It's about any restraining order. Look at this. The bad boy Rusev attack.
He said, I'm going to get my hands on Lashley either way.
And Rusev spoiling yet another evening. For the post.
So much built up emotion from Rusev. Rusev just doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care.
Rusev not stopping at one. Now headed into the WWE Universe.
Rusev looking for his next point of attack.
Trying to end.
What is that?
And a trash kick. Do you really feel that bad for him, Byron?
Rusev is enjoying every moment of this.
Technically he is.
Well,
God, it's fun to watch. Into the steel stairs. Better of Rusev in this brawl that has gone all throughout the arena. Dumping Rusev back inside the ring and now going underneath. A small amount of payback from
kendo stick.
Rusev blocking Lashley. Power versus Pairs have got to be in a wall of hurt.
Up here tonight. We're about to up the ante.
His life has been ripped for Rusev.
You could tell Rusev taking his time with
Kick to the chair. Come on, Bob.
I don't know what the legal repercussions.
Starrcade falls on Rusev Day, and look at this.
I like it.
And Rusev is hightailing it out of here, and he did violate that.
Rusev